episode 7 of Drunkcrafter, a Minecraft drinking game. I know that I destroyed a pick in the last episode. Don't know if I drank when I did. So I should probably have one now to start us off. That's kind of crappy. I didn't get through a full one last episode because I was just talking. Well, I was mining, but... Okay, 2 big gulps. Kind of strong. So I think I was talking in the last episode about how we built an Egyptian area and a town that I was running off of my laptop when I first started getting into the game and got my little brother and sister to play. We then started making 8-bit like characters out of wool, but we didn't know how to spawn coloured wool, so we had to spawn white wool and then spawn the dyes to make up different colours, and then dye all the wool and then place it. So even though we were kind of cheating by spawning the wool and the dyes, it still was kind of involved because we didn't really know how that worked. We made a whole lot of cool stuff, like we'd just find pictures and then work out the pixels to some degree, and we made a lot of them. They were pretty big. The best ones that I made were a bunch of Scott Pilgrim, ones of Scott and the bass player, and I think I started on the drummer. I can't remember if I finished her or not. Because yeah, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World was an awesome movie. I never really read the comics, but I would assume that they are just as good. My friend read them. He thought they were pretty good. Still couldn't convince him to play Minecraft, even though you could make a pixelated version of it. Oh, more iron. This is awesome. I have so much iron now. Only 1 piece. That's kind of shitty, but who cares? More mushrooms is good, but I wish I could get a red mushroom. Wow, I'm about to kill all of these tools, and then I'm going to have to drink like 3 times. Yeah, so I'd also made a waterfall and a walkway that pumped out using pistons, because that's what I figured you could do with the pistons. Wow. Okay. Right. Oh! I've ended up where I started, pretty much. So at that time I had a reasonable idea of how redstone worked. Then at the castle that I built, just gonna make some started building. Well, it was next to a big hill, and up the top of the hill I placed a water source and then a piston with a block, so that it was blocking this path down, so that I could dug out a channel for the water so that I could make a stream that would go down the hill towards the castle. But then I wanted to be able to switch it on and off from a switch up at the top of the tower in the castle. So I had to learn how to run the power all the way from the top of this castle tower down to the bottom of the tower, and then underground all the way up to the top of the hill. So that involved learning about repeaters, which I hadn't really had a chance to use before that. Ran this out, and then I think the trapdoors got added, so I learned about using them in traps. What else did we do? We dug out a big channel and made an underground waterway so that we could use boats going under, or from a lake and then through a tunnel towards the castle and coming out inside the castle, which kind of taught me about placing the water. And by that time I thought that, you know, multiplayer is pretty good, and was still watching some videos. And at that point Brenny Beast started doing some adventure, well, they weren't adventure maps because they were still for survival. I watched his videos doing the Survival Island challenge. That was really cool, and I thought, oh, I want to do that. But then I thought, well, I've got my little brother and sister and their friends playing, so maybe let's do that on a server. And it was pretty cool. We ended up having mob traps, and I think that map was the first time that I saw dungeons, which was super cool because I didn't even know that they were in the game. Really? Oh no! Can't click on that, so I'm gonna have to. Gosh, I can't see properly. Oh no. There we go. Yeah, so what was I saying? Survival Island, that was pretty cool. I did... What else was there? Skyblock. Probably some other ones, and then Brenny did the birdcage, and from his birdcage I decided to do it, and that was a pretty fun map. Oops, I want to smelt this iron. Awesome. So I need more sticks. Oh my god. Yeah, so he started doing ant farm. I got into ant farm. Basically most of the maps that he's done on his series I've done. I don't think that I'll do the Razul map that he's been doing with Potato Orgy, but that's more because I don't really like watching adventure series. Actually, I don't think I've ever done any of the adventure ones that he's done. I just don't enjoy watching them that much. But I do love watching a lot of Minecraft stuff, so. Yeah. Okay. I'm going there. But yeah, then I got into trying other people's videos. And I found one, I can't even remember what the name of this, oh, sorry, no, before that, I started another friend that I met from the car forum, started hosting a server. So I started playing on that, and then got my little brother and sister to start playing on his server. It was all legit, wasn't an op on that one. We built a lot of cool stuff, but then we all decided that, you know, let's start a new map. So I started over with a fresh map, and I think we've ended up doing that like 4 times on this guy's server, which I don't really mind, because you get to a point where you've built a lot of stuff and there's not a lot more that you can do. And let's have a drink just because it's there, so you have one too. Oh, 2 drinks again. Oh shit! I can breed my fucking cows. I'm gonna have to update to 1.47. Because that's really annoying me. Oh, and I can grow that. Yeah, so we keep updating on his, and then eventually I managed to get mod on his server, so that let me play around with, now that we have creative mode and being able to fly. So I got to build some cool stuff without having to do it in survival, but I ended up getting a bit bored doing that. And then Brenny released his public Beastcraft server. So I jumped at that when they were just doing their alpha server, making sure that it was going to run right. That was pretty cool. Then that went through to beta, which was the map that I showed you earlier, and as soon as that got released I bought the lifetime membership, which I was talking after I finished recording that episode with some of the other lifetime members. It's kind of cool because the lifetime's $100. It's not just like the younger kids that pay the $5 a month. Like there's a few other older people playing it, which is cool. Because I mean, you've got a lot of the YouTubers are at least in their late teens, if not 20s or 30s. Then you've got people like Paul Soares Jr., who, given the fact that he's got a number of kids and a business, and I think he's probably a little bit older than that. And the Shark Podcast, who are, I think, at least in their mid-30s. You know, there are quite a lot of older people. There's a few on the Beastcraft server, which is pretty cool. So you get to play with people sort of my own age. And my friend whose server we were playing on, they're at least my age, if not older as well. But yeah, so at the moment I play on Beastcraft. I'm doing this. I keep starting single player worlds, but I don't usually get too far in them. I'm going to have to break these tools soon too, so I'm going to have to dig some more. Let's get some more sand so I can make some glass. And maybe some more clay. And I played, I think before Beastcraft, I started on this other server where it looked like they'd spent an awful lot of time in creative, making this map before they released it. And it had a whole lot of plugins, which was the first time that I played anything with Bucket, and then like RPG type plugins, and that sort of stuff was pretty cool. Oh, okay, killed something. Have a drink. That was just a single for once. Yeah, then I did the ant farm that Brennan was doing. I did birdcage survival, which I haven't really seen any videos of, but I like that map. It's cool. Did the extreme ant farm. That was a good fun one too. I don't know how far I got through that because my computer and actually, when I'd first started playing Minecraft, I was using a 13-inch MacBook. Then, not long after I started playing, I'd had that for 2 years, and I thought, fuck it, I'm going to buy a MacBook Pro. Because that should be able to host my server better and run better. And it did play it alright, and at the time I didn't think it was too bad. Except for the fact that when you play Minecraft on a MacBook or MacBook Pro, I thought on the MacBook it was bad, but on the Pro it's even worse because it's aluminium. I think because it runs in Java, it makes the graphics card get really hot, and it makes the case get really hot, and if you play, as I do, the shorts a lot, with the laptop on your thighs, it basically brands you. It gets that hot. Because the exhaust ports on a MacBook or MacBook Pro are at the bottom of the screen and face down. So you end up with these red burns on your leg from playing Minecraft. So Minecraft's a lot like more, oh yeah, hardcore man, than you'd think, because it'll fucking burn you. I don't have an axe. Let's rectify that. Heaps of iron, so we'll make one. Yeah. Then after playing on MacBook Pro for, I guess, at least a year, decided, fuck it, I'm going to spend some money, I'm going to build a new PC. I hadn't had a Windows computer for a couple of years since I first got a MacBook. And ended up spending, I'd worked out what I wanted this computer to be and how much it was going to cost, and then as I was actually buying the parts to build it, ended up making it a lot tougher than I'd originally expected. So I can't remember what processor and motherboard. It's reasonably good, a pretty good graphics card, 16 gigabytes of RAM, a couple of SSDs, a 2TB drive that I'm using for recording fraps. And while I have bought a lot of other games on Steam, I haven't really played them that much apart from Fallout New Vegas, which I already had on PS3 anyway, so I didn't really need it on this. So it's basically a new computer just to play Minecraft. Which is, yeah, it's kind of cool. It's fucking nerdy, but it'll do. It does run very well. I'm quite happy with it. Oh no, we've got a lot of clay, so I don't know how to make the flower pots, if that was what I was going to do with them. I can finish making my armor at least. So I think that's pretty much my Minecraft story up till now. Chest plate, let's drink. Oh, I fucked that up, so I can drink. So I placed one too many there. So you got to drink too. Yeah, I think that's pretty much my Minecraft story up till now. Yeah, I've made a couple of they're kind of tutorials, but kind of just showing off what I've built. The one-touch obsidian generator that I showed in the last video on the Beastcraft server was something that I came up with on my own. I'm sure that other people have made them, but I worked it out myself after seeing like the basic thing of you put the lava above redstone. Then I worked the rest out myself. And I've done a video on making circuits that pulse reasonably quickly so that you can make a dispenser that throws eggs. So if you've collected a lot of eggs and you don't want to stand there throwing them to spawn chickens in your chicken farm, you can just put all the eggs in this dispenser and turn this circuit on, and it'll start throwing the eggs for you. And I've done a quick look at my running/drag strip, but I haven't recorded a proper version of that, which I should do sometime soon. because it is the only one that I've seen. There are a few drag strips on YouTube that use rails. I can't remember how many times I've chucked to get 2 chickens before, but I got 3 more chickens then, so it's not bad. Full iron armor now. Ballin'. There we go. And apart from drinking stuff, I haven't been having to drink. I need to come up with some better reasons for drinking. Because it doesn't drop me enough food anymore. Of course I'm going to keep breaking tools. I've only got pigs to go for breeding. So I mean, I might do another couple of episodes tonight, but if anyone does watch this, if you come up with any ideas, for reasons for drinking that I could use in a future episode, comment. No, you still haven't grown. That's been a while. Yeah, I think I should probably work out some other things that I want to do now. Now that I'm starting to get a decent amount of cane, and I'm starting to breed the cows, I guess I can look at having to continue the mine down so that I can get some redstone and some diamonds, and then I can start looking at getting obsidian and making an enchanting table, which will be quite useful. Because while it's not going to be like using a mob grinder to get XP at the moment, I'm still probably going to be able to start getting enough to enchant stuff, just not level 30 enchantments. Which is alright, because I don't have anywhere near enough. I don't have any leather at the moment. But I won't have any leather to be able to do that for quite a while. Even though I might be able to get enough paper soon. Because I've got quite a lot of cane now. Not heaps, but I'm going to have enough soon. Yeah, so I guess the mine is my next main issue. And I think I'd like to make sure that it's lit up. And I want to make stairs in it. Oh, here we go. Cut you down. Saplings. I believe that I've replanted pretty much everything that I've cut down at the moment. So I don't need that. But I will see how much. Okay. Okay, 16 times 4, so 64 sticks. I should maybe make that So I kind of got surprised that's it. I don't think that counts. Oh, you're still growing. kitty cow. Right, because I didn't make enough room here to fit the stairs in. Probably should cut it back a bit. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay. Goddamn, I fucked that up, so I have to drink. Okay, that was a glass finish. I still haven't had a finish your glass. I'm gonna have to go looking for... Maybe I'll include finding a village. Within the rules for finishing a glass. Maybe the rules don't really matter, because I should just aim for having to finish a glass. So I'm going to have to go refuel this in a moment. Oh shit, I didn't restart my timer. So yeah, that'll be enough for this episode, hopefully. I'll catch you on the next one.